We are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice.
Our number one enemy is ignorance, and I believe that is the number one enemy of everyone, is not understanding what is actually going on in the world. It's only when you start to understand that you can make effective decisions and effective plans. Now, the question is, who is promoting ignorance? Well, those organisations that try to keep things secret, and those organisations which distort true information to make it false.
Whatever backs that intrinsic value, it has to be free from the pressures of a central banking institute, correct?
That's right. Or the pressures of any institution that has the power to force us to accept their edicts. So the central banks are not the government, as I think most of your followers and friends know. Central banks are cartels, private cartels, and they seek the governmental power to force people to accept their funny money as though it was real. And if you take that away, well, then everything falls apart.
That most of crypto is about replacing the centralized banking system with networks that allow user control versus bank CEO control.
We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away.
The people who really understand what's going on with digital currencies understand that putting these protocols in place, the blockchain protocol, the Ethereum protocol, the Ripple protocol, and then enabling those protocols to cause transactions to occur. And then those transactions can be defined very broadly as not just moving things of value, but anything that's got an information content. Is extraordinarily transformative.
Selling real estate, whether it's any type of financial ledger that can be recorded for posterity's sake, this is here to stay.
So what I find fascinating is that trillions of dollars of value move across borders every year. By 2030, it's expected to reach 300 trillion. Despite this growth, global payments are often expensive, slow, prone to error. Fortunately, at Ripple, we're changing the way value moves around the world.
We have the technology to allow every financial institution on the planet to settle with every other financial institution in a compatible jurisdiction in any asset in seconds for less than a penny.
I like the idea of a gold standard. I mean, it could be used in a very cryptocurrency way.
I'm known for saying that Bitcoin's the greatest distraction from one of the greatest disruptions in financial services, which is blockchain.
Transaction volume is low, transaction cost is high, and usability for the average person is not yet very good.
It's actually quite an important role. It's a money transmission network, and it does quite a good job of it. And it has deep connections with global governments around the world and has worked really hard on it.
Because today, we are not merely transferring power from one administration to another or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people.